So we've had our fair share of crappy garden carts. Well, they break, their tires come off. Well, this one that we're reviewing today is not that.
Absolutely not. This Lapp wagon rocks. All right, ladies and gents, so I think I have found the solution to so many of our problems, and that is we don't like wasting money. I'm tired of wasting money. I'm tired of buying busted carts, cheap carts, plastic carts, things that are going to break, things that are not built solidly, and this is the complete antithesis to what I have been buying in the past, and that is the Lapp Wagon dump cart / dump wagon model 2000, raging awesome, made by Amish in Pennsylvania, right here in the grand old US of A. Ladies and gents, this thing is awesome. Let me tell you about it and show you what it does. And also, truthfully, there are two gripes. I have two gripes about this wagon, even though it's the best one I've ever had. Spoiler alert. But I'm going to show you the things I don't care for either. So, that said, let's get to it. Two quick things before we actually get started with all the specs and the yada yadas and yippee skippies. Why is this cart all wet and not looking pristine like it rolled off the showroom floor? Well, there's a really good reason for that, because we've been using it. We actually use the products, we test the products, we put the products through the paces. If we are bringing you a video, we're going to be telling you our honest truth because we have actually been using it, unlike a lot of channels who just grab something and then they fling out a bunch of blah, blah, blah. No, we've been putting this thing through the paces. We have a small mini farm / homestead. We've got horses, we've got some cows, we've got sheep, we've got a lot of things like hay that need to get moved from here to there. A lot of poop, a lot of stuff and things, and a lot of weight, a lot of gardening, and we've been using it. And it's been raining and it's been muddy, which for you is actually a really good thing because we really have tested it very well. That's thing number one. So when you see the wet, it's not because we just like left it out in a ditch or something. No, it's been used. Two thing, links down below for everything. You do your own research. This is just our opinion. They did mail us this wagon, but they don't have control over what we say. They knew going in that we were going to be honest. And well, if this was like a totally like bought and shilled for review, we wouldn't be telling you the negative things, which I will be telling you. There's not a lot still of the cart, but there are a couple. Now this is one heavy duty cart. Truthfully, that is the single biggest standout among all of the carts we've ever had that are dump wagons, not dump wagons, a lot of plastic bins. This is not that. You are talking about a really heavy duty aluminum tilt dump cart made in the United States with a removable handle. One thing that's super cool is when you do remove the handle, you can pull it behind a lawn tractor. You can pull it behind an ATV. You can pull it behind whatever you got. Put the handle in the hand of a person, and it's surprisingly easy to move around, even though you may have it loaded with up to 2,000 pounds worth of load. And it works so well. I was surprised at how easily you can get around corners. I was surprised at how easy it was to move. Well, truthfully, I didn't have 2,000 pounds in the cart, even though it says on the site you can. I had about 1,200 altogether, and no, I'm not talking about me when I was in the cart and we were filming. No, I'm not talking about my wife. I'm talking about just mountains and mountains of material. And so it can do it. It was surprisingly easy to move, even though it was loaded fully. And that I loved. Another thing I really loved about the cart is that the wheels, you can change the size of the wheels that you want to have on there. You can change whether the wheels themselves are smooth or ridged, depending on your particular application, whether you're gardening or whether you're roofing or whether you're in a farm situation. It's narrow enough where you can get through tight spaces. Like if you're thinking this would be great for a dairy situation, yes, it would be really great for a dairy situation because it's sturdy. The bed on it but it's also narrow enough where you can get through some spaces that you may not if you want a wider cart so that you can carry a big load. Well, you don't need to. This one's a little bit longer, nice and deep, so you can mound things up. Truthfully, you can mound things up pretty well, and it's not going to have any problem. You can still cut corners real easy, and the way that the cart dumps is really great, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. And then after that, I think we're going to talk gripes and then final thoughts. Here's another quick thing I absolutely love about the way that this wagon actually dumps. Now check this out. Okay, so the release catch, but sorry. I know it's banging around, but these handles, having the handles here is really awesome. However, you have to release, so you're gonna have to use two hands. So I can't use two hands because I'm holding the camera, but I could hold one here and hold up there. But it makes it so easy to actually watch this. The whole way that the frame connects to the body, it pivots those back wheels, right? That is super nice. Why? Let me show you. Right over here. See how it slopes? I can get everything out of this cart because of the angle and the way that it pivots there. I can get all the junk out of the cart. I'm not trying to have it dump and then there's a lip and a ledge. We're still got to scoop everything out and scrape everything out anyway. This was very well thought out, and hats off to you guys, Lapp Wagons. Good job on this one. Okay, so one of the two minor gripes I actually have has to do with this handle here. If you see down here, this is where the latch is to actually unlock so you can dump the cart, right? That's fine and well and good and all. However, it gets in the way of the handle and there's no hook. And if you push it back, it's gonna unlatch the whole thing. So I don't know if that's a design issue. It could be an easy workaround, I suppose. But in order to get it to stay up, you gotta turn it the whole way like that. I just don't know if I like that. Because truthfully, if you're in the garden or doing some kind of work, one of the things you don't want to be doing is this all day long, bending over to pick this thing up all day long. Now, if I'm working, I'm already bending over a lot, and I don't want to have to do that. I'd love to be able to have a way that it could just stay there, but there's gripe number one. Now, gripe number two. Here, I'm going to drop that. Gripe number two, right here. Ladies and gents, these are little caps that fit on there and they stay in position. And that's really the biggest thing that's holding the wheel on, other than it's snug. I would much rather have cotter pins like Better Farm Equipment has, like a cotter pin holding that thing on. Something that if it breaks off, it will, I can easily replace it. Where these things, it's just kind of a pain in the butt. A cotter pin, you can easily replace it. And I'm sure they did that for like aesthetic, I guess. But with such a sturdy wagon, I would really have rather preferred it to be, something that I can just fix and do, because eventually those things are going to break. It's not a Lapp wagon issue. It's just an issue in general. All right, so the Lapp wagon dump cart / dump wagon / awesome thing verdict, ladies and gents. You kind of know what I think already. Well, it's pretty obvious. But what do you think?
2 thumbs up. Love it. It's really great. I love it.
If I had an extra thumb, I'd give it 3 thumbs up. Why? Because ultimately, if you buy junk, you're going to buy it again. And that's been our experience with carts. We end up buying things that are plastic, parts break, things just fall apart. And this is not that.
No, it is not. This is so durable. We can't say enough about it. I mean, it's wonderful. It's heavy duty. It carries a lot, and yeah.
Carries a lot of love.
Yes,
a lot of love.
It does hold a lot.
It holds up. Mm-hmm. And we've used it behind lawn tractors, mm-hmm. which has been great. We've used it behind ATVs, which is great. And I think one of the most surprising things, not the durability, because it's Amish made, it's awesome,
Right.
is that it was easy to pull around with your hand.
Yes, it's super lightweight. Even
Yeah.
though it holds up to 2,000 pounds of stuff, material, that kind of stuff. So it's super light to pull around, but again, very durable.
Surprising.
Yes.
And so like I said, again, 2 thumbs up for me. Check it out for yourself. Don't just take our word for it.
Right.
Do your own research. There are links in the description below, and I highly recommend it. Why? Because I don't like wasting money, and we keep buying these stupid carts. And my feeling right now is we're going to have this one for a very long time.
Yes.
Oh, one other thing. One last thing. You can buy replacement parts for this.
Yes.
I forgot to mention that. You can actually get replacement parts for every little doodad, every little thing, even the caps on the side that's the one thing I was like, come on, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's some cotter pins?
Right.
Should have put cotter pins.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the caps, but if they end up going away, you can still get replacement for that.
Yep.
So links down below. Check it out. Save yourself some money and get a better cart.
Amen.
So I'm Brad.
Yep. I'm Krista.
You guys have an awesome and blessed day.